Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I've been kind of struggling to find what I want to make content about lately. I am working on a pretty cool project. Fiance will be moving in eventually, and she wanted a custom closet organizer, which we went to the big box stores and I decided to make my own because it's going to be half the cost and something to make a video about. But topic of today's video, I just want to talk about some really hard situations that I've been going through in my life recently, and really this past Thursday my life was kind of turned upside down, and I've been struggling at coming to terms with the reality of the situation. But you know, in some ways it's therapeutic for me to make videos about the hardships that I go through, because I think it makes people feel better about themselves, because most of these social media outlets and channels and whatever, everybody just likes to show themselves at their best, and there's not a lot of people who have the balls to show when they're going through hard and difficult times. And I'm proud to say I think that's one thing that really differentiates myself from a lot of other channels out there. And another thing, I have made some hardship videos in the past, and there's been a lot of terrific support out there. So my supportive subscribers, I really appreciate you guys that have been with the channel for a while. It's awesome to have people like you out there. So what happened? Well, those of you that have been with the channel know that I had shoulder surgery. I had my labrum re-anchored to my arm. That was probably about 2 years ago now, maybe 2.5 years ago. It's amazing how quick time flies. But I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to go back to the intense physical labor that I was doing prior. So I went to my employer, and my employer thankfully worked with me, and they were able to get me a desk job. And that's what I've been doing lately for the past almost 1.5 years, something like that. And it's a shame. I was really enjoying the work, but they pulled me in the office last Thursday, and they told me, it's not working. We're moving you. Dramatic pause. So they moved me from a desk job to literally working in the sewers. My current job now is working with crap, anything you flush down the toilet, and clearing sewage blockages, and which I know some of you out there are saying, wow, you can make some YouTube content about there. But in theory I could, but it's not pleasant. It's amazing how you can go from feeling like you're on top of the world and things are going to work out, and then life changes plans for you. And I've been really struggling the past few days, but I finally, over the past 2 days, really come to terms with the reality of the situation, and I'm trying to make the decision now whether I want to stay and push it out or look for other employment. Now, before I talk about that, I will say, being knocked down on my feet, we all get knocked down, but I feel like I've really been knocked down a bit here. Thankfully, I still have the same salary and benefits, and that's all fine and well, but it's not easy dealing with sewage, especially going from an office job. The physical labor part, yes, I'm going to struggle a little bit with that, and it's going to take some time for me to build back up my muscular strength. But dealing with the sewage smells and the splatter, and I wear coveralls and face shields and all the PPE they'll give me, but it's been a real trying time for me. But when I come home and I shower, it's just, I have a finer appreciation for the people in my life that care about me, my fiance, my relatives, just everybody that's been supportive. I've always struggled like saying I love you, but lately I've been saying it a lot, and I don't know, it's just shaping me. You're given a situation, and what are you going to do? Are you going to give up? It takes a little while to come to terms with things, but eventually it seems like things usually have a funny way of working out. So I've been looking for other employment opportunities, and this is something I really want to talk about, and this is something important to talk about. So my situation growing up, my mother was divorced twice, and after I got an associate's degree, right, 2 years of college, and I was on the fence whether I was going to go back to school and finish up with a bachelor's or go to a technical school. I did neither. We started hitting some hard financial times, and I felt like I had to go to work. So ironic enough, I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt of the landscaping company I worked for 6 years, but I just went out, started working because it's what I needed to do to try and build a better future for myself and my family, and we needed the money, so that's what I did, and I have no regrets whatsoever. I love my family, and I do anything for them, including dealing with sewage blockages and being down in the sewers. But it's brought me to this position in life where, like, damn, I really wish I had a trade school, technical education. You know, I'm all self-taught. I know how to do a lot of things, but on paper, it would have been extremely helpful if I had some type of trade school certification or a bachelor's degree, because that allows for maneuverability, right? Because I'm kind of locked into the spot where I'm in. So I don't regret anything. I just wish that I went back to trade school back in the day. Now, I am applying for other positions out there. Let me tell you, it's you know, they say everybody's hiring, but it's hard to find a job with a decent work-balance life, decent benefits, and, you know, if I were to change positions right now, I would be getting by with the salary that I probably could find. You know, I probably work till I'm 65 or 70. The only saving grace perhaps would be this YouTube channel, so I'm really hoping that this will kind of accelerate, and I plan to invest effort, but I've been struggling to find the motivational content. But you know, we're working on it. You know, we're having these genuine conversations now, which I think build upon the basis of the values of my channel. But another option I'm looking into is possibly working and doing a technical program at night, or night schooling, which I like the white collar work, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a blue collar worker, so not 100% sure. But if you are a young person, young man, young woman, and you're at that transition in your life where you're finishing up high school and trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, granted, you have to do what you have to do. If you think you have an opportunity, go for it. But if you're unsure and you're able to live at home and support, or well, your family's able to support you for a while, learn from me. Get some kind of technical program going, learn a trade, go to school, get your bachelor's degree, or start your own company if you think you're going to excel in that. But if things end up don't working out, like, well, they kind of aren't working out, right? Because ultimately I'm not happy in the current position that I'm in, but having that trade school training and experience, or that bachelor's degree to fall back on, could be incredibly valuable. And it's something I wish I was able to do, but I did what I did for my family, and I'm proud of that. So just gonna have to keep pushing on. I'm sure I'll get some great support from you guys out there, as always, so I definitely appreciate that. But you know, this is life, and how does Frank Sinatra say it? That's life, no matter what all the people say. High in August, shot down in May. I mean, that's kind of like exactly what I'm going through right now. But you know, something interesting happened. I will say something very interesting happened recently. So this whole situation of me being not fired, but transferred from my office job on Thursday. I actually went up in the woods metal detecting over the weekend with the family, and I found something really special. This is a copper shilling from 1739 from England. It doesn't really have any value, especially in its condition, but this is the oldest and coolest thing that I have ever found metal detecting. So in some ways, I think this is some type of sign. I'm really not sure exactly what it means, but just to find something in the woods on top of a hill from 1739, it's really cool. So that's where I'm at in life. Just going to keep pushing through. Eventually I'll find the motivation to continue on with this project. We'll see where life takes me around the next bend. But anyway, I appreciate every subscriber of this channel. Hopefully we can blow this channel up. And one thing that you all definitely could do for me would be to suggest future video ideas, right? I don't really know what you guys want to watch. I just kind of post out what I'm going through or what I'm building. So if you have any video ideas, please leave a comment down in the comments section below. But it's Friday night. Fiance's coming over. I'll probably putz around in the shop right now. Listen to some Tool, a little bit of Stained. That always gets the emotions going, makes me feel a little bit better. You know, I know I'm dragging this on a little bit, but one channel I used to love watching is Human. He was a tree worker. I loved his work ethic and his mechanical knowledge. And he had a falling out. Like, some weird stuff went down between him, his girlfriend, and his father. Really, really weird situation, but I don't know. I just feel, what am I trying to say? I don't really know what I'm trying to say. He had his life fall apart, and I just don't want my life to fall apart either. So I'm just gonna keep pushing on and deal with the shit for now, because I'm in a shitty situation. At least I can smile about it, right? So that's always a good thing. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. We'll see where life takes me next. Catch you on the next one.